Welcome to our home for a day or two. Leanne and I are out today exploring. We know that lots of you, and we hear lots of people say the same thing to us, that, oh, we wish you could go out and have a look. Well, we know that's not possible for everyone, and we just hope that we can bring you some of what we can do, and you can enjoy the experience with us. So join us as we go, and we're going to explore this island. I've been looking up lots of interesting facts. Let's have a look together. Well, hello everyone, welcome to another episode with Hicks and Hicksette on Older is Optional. Now we know that lots of you, we get lots of mail, lots of comments and correspondence saying how much people wish they could come out on these islands and have a look around. Well, there's always time to come and have a look around. But if you can't this afternoon, or if you can't today, why not join Leanne and I as we have a bit of explore of what we call Newry Island. Now Newry Island, we're about 8 to 10 k's from the boat ramp, and Newry Island has the very special pleasure of being the very first island in the Whitsundays to have a resort. Now this resort opened in the late 1800s, I think 1890 or 1900, and behind me over here is the bar that used to operate. We'll show you that in a moment. And it closed down to become a national park, I think in the late 80s, early 90s, and since then it's become the Newry National Park. There's an island behind me over here you may be able to see, that's out in Newry, and it's also a national park. But once you join us, we'll have a quick look around and show you the place and enjoy this island as we will. We'll see you soon.
I've caught some live bait this morning and then I've put it on a hook and my cod has taken the thing whole. So hopefully we can rescue it and send it back out, both the cod and the live bait.
What do you got there, Leanne?
I just caught a parrotfish, lovely blue eyes, little tusky teeth in the front there.
Show us the teeth.
There's the teeth.
Did you catch that on your little fish?
I caught him on a live bait. Yeah.
And the little ones you caught? Okay. So let's measure him and see how long. It's got to be 25 centimetres.
Okay, the line's not long enough, so.
What is this?
He is 32.
Oh, dinner!
Oh, actually 30.
30. Okay. Alright, we'll cook him up. That's just caught out. So that's our main base for the day, the island. That's Newry Island. We're about 8 to 10 k's in the boat ramp. And we'll get this fish sorted. There's our view. Described as a lover's paradise. This is the little honeymoon's cottage here. Leanne can pan around. Yep. The honeymoon's cottage. Look at the view. That's a great view. That was your view on your honeymoon. That wasn't enough. Can you imagine here on the window, the sun glinting off clear, calm waters, as a fresh batch of guests arrive that you can welcome in. It says it here. Now this cottage was built by Fred Whistler, the first resort lessee, and they say that this was built in about 1940, so it's about 80 years old. Now, as you can see, beautiful camping area, all freshly mowed, nice green grass. So if you want to camp here, you can. Newry Island, and Leanne's busting to go to the toilet, so we're going to go and here for Leanne's famous toilet review. Oh, she shut the door. Oh, that's alright, I'll hold it up over. No, I think I'll get into trouble. So there's 2 toilets here, composting toilets, but we'll wait till Leanne comes out and Leanne can give her 5-star review of the toilets on Newry Island. I didn't think this through because we could be waiting for a long time. So, waiting. Well, everyone's waiting. Sometime later, Leanne came out from the toilets. Oh, she's coming out now. Here we go. Let's stick. She's stuck because she couldn't open the door. You've got to read it. Alright, Leanne, give us the review on the toilets.
Awesome. For composting toilets, there's no smell, they're very clean, plenty of spare toilet paper, so obviously well looked after.
Out of 10?
7 because they're composting.
It's no coming back from composting, is it?
No.
Alright, 7 out of 10 because they're composting. But you heard it first from Leanne's toilet review. So here's the camping ground. You can have a look around, lots of lights, actually a good flat spot. I'm not sure you get the van in here because you've got to come in the boat. some old buildings there. At the back there's the old pub or the bar there. Imagine that on a Sunday afternoon, that'd be great. But yeah, no, it's good. Now we're going over to this cottage. This is a great cottage, really good story. I'll tell you about it when we get there. Yep.
Newry Island looks like a really small island, but it's got a couple of walking tracks. There's an island circuit 1.8 and then a sunset beach 1.1. I'm not sure exactly how long the whole circuit of the island is, but we're going to check out these little walks.
And then you can also see this walk that we're going on here. In actual fact, if you look really closely, I didn't see it, Leanne saw it. You can see the walkway with the rocks on either side down into the water, and then that was the bar up over there. Here comes Leanne back from the 1.8k walk. Buggered. Oh well, back to the boat.
Just remember that you need to trim your motor if you got your boat stored up here, just so that in the tides it doesn't get caught up in the sand. Right, this is also on Newry Island, and when in the 1970s they built some accommodation for singles, and these is one of the old accommodation huts. It was designed to carry or to house 5 people. It was fully furnished, polished bamboo all on the inside, glass windows, lovely door. So there ended up being 4 of these. This is the only one left of the singles accommodation huts.
So over here, just came from there, we had the newlyweds cottage, and then we come back over here, 50 metres maximum land, and we got the singles cottage. So if you're not pulling your weight on your wedding, you come to the singles cottage.
You could do.
I would have been in the singles cottage, wouldn't I?
Quickly.
Yeah, I know. Hey, Ian. Let's go to the honeymoon quarters. You or me? Oh, I think that's a no.
Newry Island, so the resort has change rooms and showers for the guests after being out in the ocean. They can come here and get changed and a little bit of privacy.
Alright, well, there's a very famous Australian in the early 1900s, Annette Kellerman. If you don't know anything about Annette Kellerman, you need to learn about Annette Kellerman. She's probably one of the most famous Australians that we have. And Annette Kellerman, in the early 1900s, had rickets and struggled. So she was young, might have been 1890s, sorry. So her mum and dad got her into swimming. She learned to swim to deal with her rickets, and then when she was about 15 or 16, she entered the New South Wales, which was the same as Australian, swimming titles, and she won the 100 metres, the 100 yards, and the 1 mile, breaking the record in the 1 mile. Then she left and went to America, and she invented, amongst things, she invented the one-piece swimming costume. She invented synchronized diving, and in the early 1900s, around 1905 to 1910, she was on one of the biggest show stages in the world. And in 1905, she was paid $2,500 every week for her shows in synchronized swimming, where she had an entourage of 200 other swimmers swimming with her. She is an amazing Australian. At that time, she was the most famous female in the world. Well, her brother-in-law had the leasee for this place at the time, and they built her this place that I'm standing in right now for her to go and come and relax and stay at. She always called Australia home, and this is where she wanted to come. And there's reports in the reviews that she used to swim from here out around the islands and into Seaforth, which I worked out to be about 8 to 10 k's from here, to get supplies, braving crocodiles, stingrays, sharks, the lot. And then she'd hitch a ride back with some of the fishermen after she got supplies. She's an amazing Australian that a lot of people don't know about. Now, there was a movie made about her called $1 Million Mermaid in the 1950s and 1960s, and the lead who played her's name was Leanne, the chick with the hair. We don't know. Anyway, look it up. It's on YouTube. We watched it on YouTube. $1 Million Mermaid tells the story of Annette Kellerman, who stayed in this very room. Wonderful Australian, probably one of the most famous early Australian women that existed. Worth learning about. $1 Million Mermaid, have a look. And sorry, before I forget, Leanne, just block your ears. They had a guy who looked at 10,000 women from Harvard University, and he declared the proportions on Annette Kellerman were perfect. She was the perfect woman. And you see some of the pictures, she was stunning. And she was actually then went into movie making also, and she was the first female to ever appear nude in a movie. You couldn't see anything, she had covered up with hair and everything. The first woman to